Oh, it's mighty cold out here, folks. Oh, Burr, it's about 7 below. Oh, and it's so cold. But look at the size of that crane. That's pretty. Yeah. And hey, it's time for the Lakeville Government Channel's Kids in Government program. Kids and Government, yeah! On today's show, join Mr. E, Hank the Hog, Louie the Dog, and Mr. Pugh as we take a look back at Lakeville Kids in Government's Best of 2013. Stay with us as we look at snowplows, water treatment plants, storm drains, roundabouts, and a whole lot more. And I'm Roger Mildewstein, your announcer, and throughout the show, we're going to show you the bridge installation on the Kenrick Trail by Lake Marion. Hey, they're getting ready, so we'll be back later on in the show. But first, it's time for me to introduce the host of Kids in Government. Here's R.R. the Raccoon!
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Lakeville Kids in Government. I'm R.R. the Raccoon, your congenial host, here on our program where we take a humorous and educational look at how government works. Hey, it's the best of 2013 this month. We're going to go through the whole year and show you the best segments from over the course of the whole year. But we've got a special segment for you guys this month. We're going to head out to the Kenrick Trail where we have Roger Mildewstein live on tape checking out the bridge that will be part of the trail system by Lake Marion. Roger, hey, how you doing? It looks rather chilly out there today.
Thanks, R.R. Yes, it is pretty cold out here. Would you like to come out and join me?
No way, Roger. I'll stay here in the nice warm studio if you don't mind. Hey, we'll check back with Roger later in the show to check out the progress of the bridge installation. Hey, let's get going with our Best of 2013 show by taking a look at one of our most popular segments here on Kids in Government, which is Ask Mr. E with the world's greatest puppet detective, Ask Mr. E. Take it away, Mr. E. How many times can I say Mr. E? Mr. E, Mr. E, Mr. E, Mr. E, Mr. E, Mr. E, Mr. E,
From the Lakeville Government Channel 16 studios in downtown Lakeville, this is Ask Mr. E with, what's his name again? Oh yeah, cue music, with Mr. E.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Ask Mr. E. I'm Mr. E, the world's greatest puppet detective, and as in every episode of Ask Mr. E, this segment is written, produced, directed, starred, and orchestrated by me, Mr. E. Ha ha! Well, we've got a great segment this month, folks, because we are talking about snore plugs. That's right, snore plugs. You have someone in your home that snores so much that they... What's that? We're not talking about snore plugs? This happens every show, folks. All right, lay it on me. We're not talking about snore plugs. We're talking about snow plows. Oh, brother, I wasn't even close. Let's just get to today's letter. And today's letter is written by Link A. File. And Mr. File writes, Dear Mr. E, how and when does the city of Lakeville decide to plow the streets when the snow falls? Well, Mr. Link A. File, it just so happens I know somebody here at the city of Lakeville who could answer your question. So, I am now declaring this an official case. So let us find out all about snow plowing and when the city sends them out to plow those streets. This way. I decided to give my good friend Troy Grossman a call. Troy is in charge of sending the snow plows if city streets need to have snow removed from them. I explained to him my situation, and he was very eager to help me in any way he could. I asked him if I could come down and chat with him at the central maintenance facility, and he said,
Sure, that'd be great.
I hurriedly hopped into my Ratmobile and met Troy at the central maintenance facility. we exchanged a few pleasantries, and then I got right to my question. All right, Troy, here's my question. How much snow is there needed to be to send out these snow plows?
Well, Mr. E, that's a great question because it's not always the amount of snow. Sometimes it's just slippery roads that we have to send some trucks out on and do some de-icing. But the amount of snow it takes for everything to go out and plow all the streets is 2 inches of snow.
Oh, very good, very good. Now, sometimes do you send these snow plows out when there isn't any snow?
Yes, we do. If there's been any slippery conditions or some drizzle, freezing rain, then we will send trucks out just to put down salt or treated salt.
Very good. Now, how do you determine actually how to send them out? I mean, do you go out there, or do you have somebody else that goes out and checks the road conditions or the weather?
Actually, I will keep an eye on the forecast, and if they're calling for snow early in the morning, I'll set my alarm, get up early, and
How early?
Well, some mornings it's 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
Sometimes it's 3 or 4, depending on how much is in the forecast, because we need a good 2 hours to get ahead of traffic to make the roads safe.
Sure. And on days like that, I bet you drink lots of coffee in the afternoon, don't you?
I drink a lot in the morning. I don't drink it in the afternoon.
All right, Troy, now if there's one thing that we can pass on to citizens about snowplows, what would that be?
If you ever meet a snowplow or are following a snowplow, please keep your distance around the truck so that the operators can do what they need to do to get their job done efficiently, and they do a lot of stopping and backing up, so please keep your distance around a snowplow.
As I watched my good friend Troy Grossman head away, I now knew that I, Mr. E, the world's greatest puppet detective, now knew everything there was to know about when the city of Lakeville sends out their snowplows. Well, folks, that's it for this edition of Ask Mr. E. And now I, Mr. E, the world's greatest puppet detective, declare this case officially closed. We'll see you next time, folks, on Ask Mr. E.
Hold on to your hats, everyone, because it's time for another exciting edition of Who's New on the City Council? And here's your host, Louie the Dog.
Hey everyone, Louie the Dog, and welcome to another exciting edition of Who's New on the City Council. And joining me here in the Lakeville City Council is brand new City Council member Doug Anderson. How you doing today, Doug?
I'm doing great, Louie. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Hey, Doug, have you ever been interviewed by a dog before?
Absolutely not.
Oh, very good. Well, now, if I get a little desperate in between the interview here, will you take me for a walk?
I suppose if you have to.
I'll be a good boy, I promise, I promise. All right, let's get right to the questions here, Doug. First question is, why did you decide to run for the city council?
Because I like to serve in the community.
Really? It's just that easy and simple?
It's that easy.
Wow. Well, what do you do, Doug, when you're not being on the city council?
I'm Chief Financial Officer. Do you know what that is?
No.
I'm Chief Financial Officer at Hamlin University. Do you know what a university is?
I'm still worrying about what a chief financial officer is. Do you ride a fire truck and throw dollar bills off the truck?
Absolutely not.
No?
But I have leadership responsibility around financial matters and accounting and facilities and technology.
Wow.
All kinds of stuff like that.
Well, that's a big deal. Well, you know, Doug, part of being on Who's New on the City Council is this is kind of a game show, so I gotta go. Come down here. Don't worry. What I need you to do is I've got this ball here, Doug. Grab that. Now what you want to do, Doug, is face that way and throw it to the bucket. Go ahead, Doug, throw it. Oh dear, that was pretty good.
Didn't I get it?
Well, you kind of hit the camera guy.
Oh.
That's okay.
Sorry.
He's used to that.
Sorry.
Hey, Doug, what is your favorite singer or band?
My favorite singer or band?
Yeah, do you have one?
I like Elton John.
You do?
I do.
You're a 70s guy then, kind
I
of
am
with
a
music.
70s guy.
Very good, very good. Do you like Lady Gaga?
Oh.
I guess the answer to that is no. Hey, Doug, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food? In the summertime?
Sure.
My favorite food is sweet corn.
Oh, I love it. With butter?
Absolutely, and a little bit of salt. I'm not supposed to eat a lot of salt, but I use salt on sweet corn.
Yeah,
My
me too. Me too.
favorite food in the wintertime is tomato soup and a grilled cheese sandwich.
Ooh, grilled cheese and tomato soup. Very good. Do you have that when you're sick sometimes too?
Yeah, but I don't get sick very often.
Oh, good for you, good for you. Do you have a favorite piece of technology that you like to use?
I love my iPad.
Do you?
Yeah, and my iPhone.
Oh, very good.
Those would be my favorites.
All right, now we're ready for the next part. I'm gonna
Okay.
hand you this hula hoop here, Doug.
Okay.
And no, you don't have to hula hoop it. What I need you to do is look to your right. There is a post over there, and at the count of 3, I want you to throw it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
That was a good shot if you were aiming for the camera operator's neck.
He's not going to like me.
Oh, he will too.
Okay.
He doesn't mind.
He doesn't mind.
He doesn't mind. All right, Doug, here's some of your final questions.
Okay.
Doug, if a young person came up to you and said that he or she someday would like to be on the city council, what advice would you give he or she?
What advice? I think I would tell them to get involved in how they can in the community. So maybe they would want to volunteer.
Okay.
Maybe they could do that at the senior center, the Heritage Center. Just get involved and learn about the community. I would also encourage them to be focused at school on civics and other kinds of things, history, and learn a little bit about past people that have been in the political realm.
Oh, hey, that's very good. I like that. All right, this might be a tough question for you.
Okay.
That's my Barbara Walters question.
I'm ready, Louis.
All right. Doug, if you could be an animal, what animal would you be and why?
I think I'd be an eagle
An eagle, why's that?
because they fly around, they get a broad view of things. I think they look great.
Yeah, they do.
And I love to go fishing, like up in Canada, and I could fish as an eagle. I could just drop down there and dive right in the water and grab a fish.
Oh, I love it. Great answers. Very good, Doug. Well, I want to thank you so much, Doug, for being on Who's New on the City Council. And hey, I got a big finish here. I got to give you 2 of these things.
Okay.
First you
Badminton.
yeah, and then you got to take the little guy here.
That's a bird.
Is that a bird?
Yeah, that's what that's called, Louis.
All right. And I'm a dog, and you're a man.
So should my favorite song have been Louie Louie?
Either that or I'm going to fly like an eagle. Is that a good one? That was a good one. All right, Doug. Now aim this way.
Okay.
Watch out for the camera operator. Throw it up and go. Well, Doug, I see you're now here in your council position seat. So, Doug, welcome to the Lakeville City Council, and I wish you the best of luck during your time here in Lakeville.
Thank you very much, Louis.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure to meet you.
And can I tell you one thing?
Sure.
If you ever need somebody, on sports, like you're throwing a ball to, or a hula hoop, or a badminton thing, count me out. Okay. Your aim ain't the greatest, pal.
Okay.
But I'd love to work with you on it, okay?
Sounds good.
Good luck, Doug, and thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
He's a great guy.
Hey everyone, R. the Raccoon back here. Next up on our Best of 2013 show, we're going to join Hank the Hog with his best Pigs Peaks at Paintings for 2013. So take it away, Hank. Pigs Peaks at Paintings, Pigs Peaks at Paintings, Pigs Peaks at Paintings, pig.
Waiting for the elevator, Where could that elevator be?
Oh, just hop on here.
Oh dear. I think I just got run over by a camera. Here's everyone. It is I, Hank the Hog, here for another edition of Pigs Peaks at Paintings. And it's time once again for the annual youth art exhibit where we get to see paintings, sculptures, and more art. So let's take a look at what they got to display this year here at the Lakeville Area Art Center. Oh, I love art.
good little boy, Nolan? Oh, good boy. Let's see how good you are. Oh, you're a very good boy. This is an exhibit done by a 12th grader at Lakeville North. It's graphite on paper. Good little boy. Stand beside her and guide her through the lake, through the river, through the mud. Oh, look at this, is a great Liberty ceramic statue done by an 11th grader at Lakeville North High School. Isn't it wonderful? Makes me feel so patriotic. Yeah. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Could you tell me why the moon has lipstick and eyelashes on it? Never quite sure why that would be, so, yeah. Hello? I'm talking to you here! Hey, ice maker, stop making noise back there. I'm trying to whistle. Well, folks, as we wrap things up, we're going to kind of look at a few of the other sculptures. There's so many cool things to look at, so I encourage everyone to come down at some time here at the Lakeville Area Art Center, because there's always a great art exhibit to be seen. But, you know, sometimes I wish that they would let me come and do an exhibit, because, you know, they've never had an exhibit with pigs, for instance, although they do serve pork occasionally, but that's not really an art exhibit. That's kind of a foodie thing. And, you know, if you got a foodie thing and you kind of put it together with arty things, you know, it just doesn't mix very well. And as I sit here talking about it, I'm not sure where I'm going with all this, but, you know, there is some reason for us to talk and be here to see the art exhibit. Anyway, folks, that's it for this edition of Pigs, Peaks, and Paintings. We'll see you next time. I'm Hank the Hog. See you next time.
It's Louie the Dog here for another exciting edition of Walkin' with Louie. And hey, have you ever wondered what happens when you flush the toilet or run the sink in the kitchen or take a shower? What happens to that water? Well, it just so happens that I, Louie the Dog, I'm gonna take you on a tour to find out exactly where that water goes to. So let's flush and run. Okay, going quick, here we go. 1, 2. Whoa! Wow, look at that, everybody. I am now here at the Empire Wastewater Treatment Plant here outside of Empire. And boy, this is such a cool place. I can hardly wait to discover all the secrets inside. And oh, look, hey, there's someone over there. I think that's the plant manager, Patricia. Oh, Patricia! Hey, Patricia! Hey, it's me, Louie the Dog. How are you? Put her there.
Hi, Louie. Welcome to the Empire Wastewater Treatment Plant.
Very good, very good. Well, I'm very excited, Patricia, to be here because, you know, I was telling my friends on the show here that I was wondering what happens when you flush the toilet, and I guess this is the place to find out that info, right?
All the water from flushing toilets, showers, businesses, restaurants, all ends up at the treatment plant.
Oh, funny. Now, how many millions of gallons of water do you get in here every day?
We get 10 million gallons of water a day at the treatment plant. That's enough to fill a football field 23 feet high in one day.
My goodness, that's a lot. Now, how long has this facility been here in, now it's the Empire Township, correct?
Correct. And the plant has been here since 1979 when it was only 6 million gallons a day.
Wow.
We take 10 million gallons a day now, and we can take up to 24 million gallons a day.
Cool. Now, is this the only wastewater treatment facility in the Twin Cities, or are there other ones?
No, we have 7 other treatment plants in the Twin City. Our biggest treatment plant, which is located in St. Paul, treats 250 million gallons a day.
Wow. So where does all the water come from that goes to this facility, Patricia?
Comes from Lakeville, of course, Apple Valley, Farmington, and Rosemount.
Cool. Well, you know the reason I'm here? I want to see how it works. I want to see how it works. I want to see how you treat the water and turn it into clean stuff. Can we see that now, Patricia?
Yes, why don't we go on a little tour? But before we go,
Yeah?
you'll have to wear safety glasses.
Oh, I'd love to. Well, we have now moved into the Headworks building, and boy, I gotta tell you, Patricia, it reeks in here. What's going on in here?
It certainly does stink in here. This is where the wastewater enters the building, and by using what we call a bar screen, we take the large solids out of the wastewater. Anything large that could get into the sewers, like sticks and rocks that might damage equipment further downstream.
Okay, well now, what happens if somebody, like a kid, puts like a toy down the toilet? Does that come down here too?
It certainly does, and we would really encourage people not to put toys or anything else down the toilet.
Okay, well, you know what? It's, my eyes are starting to water. Can we go to the next building, please?
Yes, let's do that.
All right, this way. Well, we have now moved outside away from the stench inside the Headworks building, and we've come out here where there's a bunch of swimming pools. Patricia, can I go swimming?
No, Louie, you can't go swimming. This is the part of the treatment process called primary treatment.
Oh, can you say that fast 3 times?
No, I don't think I can.
Oh, can I try it? Primary treatment, primary treatment, primary... I couldn't do it either. So what does primary treatment do, Patricia?
In primary treatment, we slow the water down, the wastewater down in these tanks. So what we're trying to do is we're letting the heavy solids settle to the bottom, and the light material, like grease, floats to the top, where collection arms skim them into collection boxes.
Oh, and then what happens to the stuff that gets skimmed?
The stuff that's collected, the solids and the scum, move into our solids processing area.
Very good. Now, there's quite a few tanks here, Patricia. How many tanks do you have here?
Well, we have 6 primary clarifiers, and at any one time, 4 or 5 of them are in service.
Now, the big question is, where does all the water from these 6 pools go?
Well, these 6 pools, what comes out of that is called primary effluent. It's partially treated wastewater. It then goes into our secondary treatment process that takes out the rest of the material.
Ooh, Pat, you said you didn't have a swimming pool, but look, you got a jacuzzi that goes on forever. How cool. What's taking place here, Pat?
Well, it's not quite a jacuzzi. It's the next step in the treatment process.
Okay.
Our last process, primary treatment, was a physical process where we used gravity to make the heavy solids sink to the bottom of the tank to separate it from the liquid. Then the primary effluent that we talked about is coming into this process. Example is, for primary treatment, if you took a cup of water and put some sand in it, where do you think the sand would end up after 15 minutes?
Probably on the bottom.
That's right, at the bottom. That's just like one of our settling tanks does.
Oh.
Now, if you took a glass of water and you put a cup of sugar in it and stirred it up, what would the water look like after 15 minutes?
Yeah, it probably looked the same, maybe a little cloudy, but the sugar would dissolve, right?
Right, the sugar would dissolve, but there would still be sugar or pollutants in that water. That's what we're trying to get out of in this process, is the soluble pollutants. And we do that using a process called activated sludge, and it's a biological process, and we use microbacteria, which we call bugs, to use the pollutants as food, and that cleans up the water for us.
Oh, Patricia, that is so cool. I think I wish I could have some of those bugs, but you know what? I think it's time for us to go to our next spot. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's move on.
Which way?
Let's go this way.
Here we go. You can come with me, too. Come on. Oh, Patricia, look at the clarity of that water. That's amazing. Are we here at the pretty much the end of the process?
Yep, this is the next to the last step in the process. This again are our final clarifiers. Just like our primary clarifiers, we're using gravity to settle the bugs from the last tank to the bottom, and then we'll have a collection arm go around, collect the bugs up, and then since it takes so long to grow the bugs like we just talked about, we'll send them back, we recycle them and reuse them again.
Well, now what's the process after this? Does this get dumped back into the river, or do people come here and fill it up for drinking water?
Not quite yet. The next step in the process is disinfection. And what we do with disinfection is we're trying to take out the bacteria that might cause diseases. And I think you've probably heard about it in your history classes about waterborne diseases like typhoid and cholera.
Oh yeah, icky stuff.
Wastewater treatment is one of the key factors in keeping those diseases under control so we don't have people getting sick in this country very much.
Oh, Patricia! Hey, look at all the dirt. I didn't realize you guys were into farming here. When do we get to eat the vegetables?
Well, we don't do the farming here, Louie.
Oh.
What we do is we give the solids piles to farmers to use as fertilizer.
You don't really use these solids in the production of human food, right?
No, that's correct. The solids actually do get used on farmers' fields, and those crops actually go to feed animals.
Oh, so in the beginning of the stages when you kind of had to clarify and had everything settle, this is what's left over?
Right, and some of the bugs come here too.
Oh.
So first they go through a stabilization process, then they go through another process to take the water out of it, and then we haul them over here with a truck.
I bet recycling is a real big thing in your plant, isn't it?
Yes, it's a very good thing to do, is to recycle the solids back to the farmland.
Cool. Well, Patricia, I want to thank you so much for taking us on a tour today, but there's one final thing I need to ask you. I'd like to compare the water when it came into the facility and when it goes out. Do you think you could do that?
I can do that.
Okay.
This is a sample of what the water looks like coming in. We call that influent.
Okay. It's dirty.
It is dirty, isn't it?
Ugh.
This is what the sample looks like going out, and we call this the plant effluent. Isn't it sparkling?
Yeah, let's put them together and see the difference. Fantastic. Well, you guys do a fantastic job, and actually it's a very important job for us to stay healthy, just as us humans, even though I'm a dog, and to keep the environment clean. So thank you so much for your time, Patricia, and thank you so much for showing me the tour today.
You're very welcome, Louie.
Good. I'm gonna go dig in the dirt. See you next time, folks.
Hey y'all, R the Raccoon back here, and it's time for an update with Roger Mildewstein on the bridge installation on Kenrick Trail. So let's go back and find out, hey, what's happening out there, Roger, me old buddy, me friend?
Well, as you can see, they are now moving the bridge off the trailer, and they're about to move it to its final resting spot here on Lake Marion. So we're gonna keep a lookout on what they're doing here, and we'll get back to you in a little bit. But hey, now why don't you take a look at this best of segment here this month on Kids in Government. Wow, look at that bridge go. Ha, that is so cool.
Hey everyone, Mr. Pugh here. Hey, have you ever wondered what happens to water when it goes down the storm drain? I've always wanted to know that. And my good friend, Ann Messerschmidt, is gonna help me tell me all about it. So, oh, there's all the water. Let's go over there. Hey, Ann!
Oh, it's a beautiful morning. I'm walking by the pond and there. Oh, hey, how you doing, Ann, everyone? Ann Messerschmidt here with the City of Lakeville. You're the Environmental Resource Specialist, correct?
That is correct.
It's a lovely day today, isn't it?
It is gorgeous.
It is. Have you counted all of the buds on the trees out here, Ann?
There's too many to count.
There is lots. Well, hey, Ann, the reason I asked you to come out here is because I'm curious to find out about storm sewer and all the stuff that goes into that. Could you tell me a little bit about, I know water and different things like that, but what happens to all that stuff that goes in there?
Yep, every raindrop that falls from the sky hits the ground. And if you hit pavement, then it usually is along a street or something. It goes down the storm drain along the side, and then it goes in the actual storm sewer where those grates are. And the water goes down, and then it comes out in ponds.
Ah, very good. Now, sometimes it's more than just the rainwater that goes down there, right? And that could be a bad thing.
Unfortunately, yes. Anything that's left along that curbside, like grass clippings or Some people accidentally leave fertilizer out. That's really bad. All those things have phosphorus in them, and they will get carried straight down and into the pond, and then algae grows in the pond, and that's really a bad thing. People don't like looking at green, hairy water.
No, and that makes for a very unhealthy environment, correct?
Yes, it does. It's not good for any of the fish or the birds or the dragonflies, anything that uses that pond for
And the
habitat.
skunks.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You don't want to drink that nasty water.
Yuck, black. Well, Ann, we have one of our friends from Public Works here that's going to show us what it looks like down in the storm drain.
Great.
You ready to come with me?
Yeah.
All right, I think we're just going to send the camera operator down, though.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right, come on, here we go. Oh, wow, Ann, that's a long way down there.
Wow, it sure is.
Yeah, so now all of the water and the runoff from the storm drains go down in here, right?
That is correct.
Oh, boy, and I bet you if there's a lot of rain, that area can end up being like a river.
You got it right.
So that's why we have the trained professionals that only go down there.
That's right.
Our poor cameraman. Hey, let's use that water bottle, drop it down, and see if it'll come out the other end.
All right, here we go.
Oh! Oh, look at, there it is, Ann. It's coming out of the storm drain. Look at that, amazing. So anything that you put down the storm drain will end up coming back to nature.
Yep, right into the ponds. That's why we say only rain down the drain.
Oh, that's a good saying. I like that one. Well, Ann, thank you so much for helping us out today and helping us discover what happens when you put stuff down the storm drain.
You're welcome, Mr. Pugh.
Yeah. You know what we have to do before we go, though?
What?
You got to get that water bottle so we don't pollute.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you. See you next time, everybody.
The Justin Bieber Show, starring Justin Bieber, with Mayor Matt Little. Also starring Don Nuts.
Oh, baby, baby, baby. Everyone, this is Justin Bieber, and joining me today on the Justin Bieber Show is Mayor Matt Little. How you doing today, Matt?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, I got a few questions while we're fishing here, but how you doing today?
I'm doing just fine.
Good.
Glad to be out fishing with you, Justin.
Oh, it's very exciting. Hey, how do you like to fish best? Do you like to fish off a pier, a boat on the shoreline, or on the Wii?
Well, definitely in a boat.
Yeah?
That's the best, I think.
Very good. Hey, well, my first question is, what's the difference between being the mayor and being a council member?
Well, the biggest difference is the amount of organization it takes. You know, there's a lot of work before the meetings that you got to do to make sure that the meetings move smoothly.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest differences. The other difference is I go to a lot more things, a lot more events, and so that's been a lot of fun.
Oh, very good, very good. Now, do you have any useless talents that you could share with us today, Matt?
I have a couple, but I'll share one, which is
Okay.
I can juggle.
Oh, can you?
Yes, I can.
Cool. Are you going to juggle for us?
I don't think so, unless you have something to juggle.
Well, we probably shouldn't juggle fishing poles.
Probably not.
Not
I
a
don't
good
think I can
idea.
do that.
Maybe next time we interview you.
Okay,
That's pretty
sounds good.
Hey, is there someone that you most admire, Matt, from, well, current times or someone from history?
Yeah, it's my parents. I most admire my parents. I owe a lot of what I'm able to do today to my parents and who I am today. So I greatly admire my parents and their work ethic and kind of the values they've taught me.
Oh, that's very good. I like that one.
Thanks.
So what's your favorite thing to do during the summer? Whoa.
Oh, I have quite a few things I like to do during the summer, but I like to play basketball and I like to run. I love camping and I love fishing, so whenever I can get a chance to do that, I like to go and do that during the summer.
Oh, very good. You don't happen to be able to cut hair, do you? My hair's like right in my face.
No, but I have someone I can recommend.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we'll hook up with that after the show. Very
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Now, Matt, this is kind of a tough question for a politician, but I know you'll do great on this. Could you tell me what your strengths, your weakness, and maybe one of your pet peeves?
I think my strength is my ability to communicate well with different people, a variety of people.
Yeah.
Certainly my weakness is working too hard. I think I work all the time. I should probably take more breaks, but I don't. And then pet peeve is people that chew with their mouth open. That just bothers me.
Well, I kind of do that because my teeth stick out, so I'll watch that next time we go out to eat, man.
Very good. Well, most people I hang out with don't chew on wood, so.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, my final question to you today, Matt, is if you could look into your crystal ball and see into the future, what do you see for Lakeville in the next 20 years?
Well, I think the good part about Lakeville is we've got a lot of stuff that's going to stay the same. And I think certainly this park is one example that we don't want to change. We don't want this park to change. We don't want a lot of our parks to change. But we are going to expand some of our trails. We're fixing our roads, and you know, we're also going to have a lot more people move to Lakeville, which will be good. I think we're going to have a real strong community in the future.
Well, Matt, I want to thank you so much for being on our show today. And oh, hey, Matt. Hey, I just saw your pole bend. Hey, I think you got something there.
I think I do too.
What is it?
Hey there, everybody! It's me, Don Nuts! Hey, I knew I'd get into this segment somehow.
I think I caught a nut.
Matt, I think you better throw that one back. Well, Matt, I want to thank you so much for being on my show today.
Well, thanks for having me, Justin.
You bet. And we'll see you next time, folks, on the Justin Bieber Show. There you go.
Guten Tag, everyone. R the Raccoon back here. And hey, we couldn't have timed this any better. I've told you that the bridge is about to go into place on Kenrick Trail, so let's head back there one more time to check in with Roger Mildewstein and see what's up. Roger, tell us about what's happening now.
Thanks a lot, RR. Yes, we are back here on the Kenwood Trail Bridge Project, and they're just about to place the bridge into position. So I'm going to get out of the shot here so our camera operator, Tim, can get a good shot of that bridge going into position. Yeah, they've been working hard on this one all morning, and I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take them to actually get the bridge into position. That's it. It looks like they've just about got the bridge into position. Pretty cool and amazing. We want to thank our friends here at VIX Crane and Heavy Haul for letting us watch them work today. They did a really good job, and we're anticipating that this bridge will be up and functioning this spring. So I'm going to go back to you in the studio, RR, and next time I got to wear my winter coat. Hey, I'm a furry rat. I don't need a winter coat. Hey, back to you in the studio. I'm going to keep watching this. This is very cool.
Hey, Roger, just a quick question for you. Boy, it sure seems so cold out there that it appears that even your tie is frozen.
Yeah, you're right. My tie is pretty frozen out here today. Yeah, when I get back into the studio, I'm going to have to thaw everything. It's pretty cold out here.
Well, thanks, Roger, for all your hard work out there in that cold weather today. And yeah, well, train safety, folks, is always a concern for kids and adults here in Lakeville. This segment, which ran in August of 2013, features Don Nuts giving us the inside scoop on safety around trains.
What you are about to see is bizarre, unsettling, and riveting.
everyone. This is Officer Don Nuts for another edition of Safety First. And hey, today we're going to be talking about railroad safety. And joining me is one of the professionals from Progressive Rail, David. How you doing today, David?
I'm doing good, Don.
Hey, now the railroad tracks and crossings can be a dangerous place, can't they, David? What do we need to know to keep safe around them?
Yes, they can. Trains and railways are really cool places to visit, but you should always be under adult supervision anytime you're going to be near a railway track, and you should never, ever walk on the railway tracks. You should never walk around the railway tracks to climb on parked cars or get anywhere near the railway without your parents with you.
Oh, that's some very good tips to remember. Now, the one thing that I'm concerned about is there's a lot of railroad crossings here in the city of Lakeville, and I've always wondered, how fast can a train stop? I mean, can they stop really quick like a car or like a bike?
That's a good question, Don. Trains cannot stop very quickly. Trains have shiny steel wheels and they're traveling on a slick steel surface. So the trains take quite a long time to stop once they apply their brakes. If you happen to step out in front of a train moving at 10 or 15 miles an hour, the train would not be able to stop in the same amount of time that a car or a truck would. So trains take quite a longer time to stop than an automobile.
Very good. Well, you guys have been very helpful with us today. We actually have a train, and we're going to see how long it does take for a train to stop. Are you ready to do it, David?
I think we're ready.
All right, let's call him on the walkie-talkie and get this demonstration going.
All right. Lawrence to PGR 37, over.
37, over.
All right, Jack, you can move forward. We're flagging the crossing for you, and once you get up to the crossbuck signs, put on your brakes like you had to stop in an emergency situation.
He's doing the whistle and bell. He's going to do the whistle and bell. He's going to do the whistle and bell. Here he comes! Oh my goodness gracious, David. How long did that train take to stop?
No, it took about 6 or 7 seconds, and the train wasn't going very fast. If the train was going 10 or 15 miles an hour with a lot of freight behind it, it would have slid right through the crossing, and there's no way it would have stopped for you if you were on the crossing in a car or bicycle.
Well, great, David. Any other safety tips you want to let us know before we wrap up this little segment?
The only thing that I can tell you is trains are neat to look at. Trains are very cool, but you should never be around the tracks.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for your time today, David, and giving us these safety tips. And we'll see you next time, everybody, on Safety First. Glad I didn't end up under those rail wheels. I would have ended up creamy peanut butter.
That's right. No crunchy at all.
No. Thanks, David.
Hey everyone, R the Raccoon. I'm still learning how to drive, and hey, I'm trying out one of the new roundabouts here in the city of Lakeville, and joining me is local roundabout expert, city engineer, Zach Johnson. How you doing today, Zach?
Good, RR, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Zach, why is the city of Lakeville putting in so many roundabouts?
Well, RR, we found that roundabouts are an effective way to increase traffic flow operations at intersections versus traffic signals and stop signs, and they're also dramatically safer.
Oh, really? Very good. And by being safer, that means less accidents, correct?
Less severe accidents, yes.
Oh, I like it, I like it. Now, how many roundabouts do we actually have in the city of Lakeville, and how many are under construction, man?
We've got 3 roundabouts right now, and we have another one that'll be completed soon, and we've got 2 more scheduled to be constructed in the next year.
Oh, I like it, I like it. Now, what is the best way to navigate a roundabout, Zach?
The best way, RR, is as you approach the roundabout to yield, and make sure there's no pedestrians or cars, and then to proceed slowly around the roundabout and exit when your leg is ready.
My leg? What do you mean my leg? Did I have a cramp or something?
No, the street, the street.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about my leg there for a minute. But okay, hey, well, do you think I could give it a try?
I think so. I think you'll do well.
Okay, I'm gonna go out into traffic and then find that leg and then get off. So hopefully I'll be able to do it. Here we go. Wish me luck. Here we go. Whoa.
Good luck.
Watch out, Zach. Ah. 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 I can't get my way. I can't get out of here. I can't find my leg. Ah. Help. Oh, this is terrible. I'm stuck on a roundabout. Zach, help me. I'm stuck in the roundabout. I can't get out. Oh, I can't find my leg anywhere. Oh, Zach, I don't know how to get out of this roundabout. I'm going round and round and round, and I can't find a way to get out of here. Ah, I can't find my leg, and I don't really even have a driver's license. Ah, what am I going to do now? Round and round and round. Oh.
Well, while RR tries to get out of this roundabout, here's what's next on Kids in Government.
Zach, help me! What's going on? Well, folks, that's it for our Best of 2013 show. If you have any questions or concerns regarding any of the information we've covered, please feel free to give us a call. Our studio line is 952-985-4418. And you can watch this show and all the shows here on LGTV online at www.lakevillemn.gov. Well, folks, that's it for 2013, and we're so excited because we have so many exciting things to bring you here in 2014. So until next time, this is R the Raccoon. We'll see you next time, everyone, on Lakeville Kids in Government. Woo-hoo!
Wait! Stop! Don't move! It's bonus segment time on LKG. Enjoy! Hello, everyone! Woody Wolf here for our initial segment called Out of the Hat, where today we will take off my hat, put names of city employees, and then draw a name out of that hat to see who we will ambush interview. So, to get things going, Tim, take off the hat. Oh, you do that very well. Now, drop the names in the hat, and now bring it over here, and I will pick out a name. And let's see. Oh, look at that. Today, we get to visit with Gene Abbott, the building official. He works out of Lakeville City Hall. Let's go! Well, here we are, folks, at Lakeville City Hall, where behind those doors is building official Gene Abbott. Let's go ambush him now. Here we go. Hello, could you please direct me to building official Gene Abbott? Very good. A woman of few words. Thank you so much. We are now outside the door that leads to building inspection where the building official works. So let's go in the door here. I'll just open the door here. Here we go. Oh. Go ahead. I'll let the camera go in first. All right. We're sneaking in here. All right. People are still working here. Here we go. Oh, there's Dawn. Keep walking this way. Here we go. This way. Oh, look at down the hallway there. There's the building official. Here we go. And he's working on some plans for a building, obviously. So here we go. Here we go. Excuse me, building official?
Yes.
Are you the building official?
Yes, I am.
I'm Woody Wolf, and I'm here to talk to you for our segment, Out of the Hat. We chose your name to find out what a building official does here in the city of Lakeville.
Okay, do you have an appointment?
Of course not. This is an ambush interview.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. I have some time.
All right, Gene, tell us, what is a building official here with the city of Lakeville?
The building official is the supervisor and overseer of all the construction that goes on here in the city of Lakeville.
Oh, very good. And is that commercial and residential?
Yes, it is.
Very good. What are you working on today, Gene?
Well, I'm working on a new project here that's proposed for the northwest corner of Lakeville. and it's basically a ballet studio. And I'm just going over the plans and looking at all the information that was submitted with the permit.
Good. You need any help?
Sure, if you can read this, that would help me out.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
I've got felt eyeballs.
Okay, I'll take care of it then.
All right, well, thank you very much, Gene, for telling us what a building official does.
All right, well, thanks for stopping.
And thank you, folks, for watching this initial episode of Out of the Hat. Thank you.